Hello everyone, welcome back to Careers360. In this video, we will be discussing about Mata Sundri College for women. It's an all-women's college, as you can see, and it is situated in Mandi House, Delhi. So we'll be discussing about the seat matrix and we'll be comparing the cutoffs of round 2 this year with the round 3 last year so that you can have an idea of what to expect in your next round. So if you are interested in applying to the Indian campuses of the foreign universities, you can text us FOREIG and foreign on WhatsApp on this number and we will reach out to you. We will explain you the whole process, how to get in, everything about that. Also, if you're interested in applying to the top private colleges in India, you can text us apply on this number and our team of counselors will reach out to you and they'll help you end to end in the whole process. Because the DU counselling is also very complex. So if you need help regarding the DU counselling, you can text us DU on WhatsApp and we will reach out to you. Also, this series of information is presented by Amity University, which is one of the top universities in India and among the top 3% universities globally. So Mata Sundri College was established in 1967 and it's a government college, a constant college of DU. The campus size is 6 acres and the total student count for UG 4 years is 4201. So it's an all-women college, therefore 0 male, female count is 4201. Outside state students are 34.59%, 1453, and within state students are 2748, that is 65.41. Total faculty count is 182. Let's have a look at the placement data. This is 2022-23, 1858 students got admitted, out of which 1741 graduated. So difference of this, they dropped out. 124 students got placed, only 124, and 216 opted for higher studies. So the placement percentage was actually very low, 8.13%, with the median CTC as 3.52 LPA. In 23-24, 1658 students got admitted, out of which 1599 students graduated. 546 students got placed and 602 opted for higher studies. Placement percentage was 54.76%, much better than last year, but still below average. Median CTC is 3.6 LPA. 24-25, 1658 students got admitted, out of which 1480 graduated, 547 students got placed and 513 opted for higher studies. 56.57% was the placement percentage and the median salary was same as last year, 3.6 LPA. So let's have a look at the seat matrix. This is the program names. These are the seats for unreserved category, Sikh, PWD, children of widows for armed forces and Kashmiri migrants. For BA Honours English, 28 for unreserved and 28 for Sikh, 3 for PWD and so on. BA Honours Hindi, 30 for unreserved and so on. BA Honours History, 30 for unreserved, 30 for Sikh and so on. BA Honours Philosophy, 22 for unreserved and so on. BA Honours Pol Science, 60 for unreserved and so on. BA Honours Psychology, 55 for unreserved and so on. BA Honours Punjabi, 12 for unreserved and so on. BA Honours Sanskrit, 12 for unreserved, 12 for OBC and so on. BA Program Commerce plus Computer Applications, 6 for unreserved and so on. BA Program Commerce plus Economics, 18 for unreserved, 18 for Sikh and so on. BA Program Computer Applications plus Mathematics, 5 for unreserved and so on. For Economics plus Mathematics, 11 for unreserved, 11 for OBC and so on. For Economics plus Pol Science, 13 for unreserved, 14 for Sikh and so on. BA Program Economics plus Psychology, 8 for unreserved and so on. You can take a screenshot of this. Next up we have BA Program English plus History, 5 for unreserved and so on. For English plus Pol Science, 12 for unreserved and so on. For English plus Punjabi, 5 for unreserved and so on. For Hindi plus History, 14 for unreserved, 14 for Sikh and so on. For History plus Pol Science, 14 for unreserved, 14 for Sikh and so on. For Philosophy plus Political Science, 10 for unreserved and so on. Philosophy plus Psychology, 7 for unreserved and so on. Philosophy plus Punjabi, 5 for unreserved and so on. For BCom, the large number of seats for BCom, 70 for unreserved, 70 for Sikh, 7 for PWD, 7 for children of widows and 7 for Kashmiri migrants. BCom Honours, huge number of seats, 105 for unreserved and so on. For BSc Honours Computer Science, 24 for unreserved and so on. For BSc Honours Mathematics, 28 for unreserved and so on. For BSc Honours Stats, 24 for unreserved, 24 for Sikh and so on. For BLEd, 27 for unreserved, 27 for Sikh, and so on. So total number of seats for unreserved is 543 and 548 for Sikh, 58 for PWD and 58 for children of widows, 58 for Kashmiri migrants. This is the seat matrix. Now next up we will discuss the, we will compare the round 2 cutoff this year with the round 3 cutoff last year. So for BCom this year round 2 closed at 604.32 for unreserved category. Last year it was 714.02 for round 3. BA Honours English this year 589.08. Round 2 last year it was 707.21 round 3. So you can still expect a huge jump. BA program Philosophy plus Psychology 719.39 this year. Last year it got closed in the round 2 itself. That's why we don't have any data for round 3. BA program Economics plus Psychology 709.32 this year. Last year it was 707.1. BA Honours History 513.25 this year round 2 and last year it was 543.43 for round 3. BA Honours Philosophy 497.73 this year. Last year it was 531.58 in the round 3. BCom Honours 623.79 this year. Last year it got closed at 734.68 in the round 3. BA Lit 572.01 this year. Last year for round 3 it was 587.97. This year English plus History BA 546.97 round 2. Last year it was 626.06 in the round 3. BA Honours Pol Science 546.8 this year. Last year it was 578.09 in the round 3. Economics plus Mathematics 540.08 this year. Last year it was 606.75. Through this you can have an idea of what to expect in your round 3. Next up, Economics plus Pol Science this year 532.76. Last year it was 569.04. For History plus Pol Science 520.55 this year. Last year it was 558.81. For BA Honours Psychology 753.77 this year round 2. Last year it got closed in the round 2 itself. So BA program Philosophy plus Pol Science 502.83 this year. Last year it was 549.08 in the round 3. BA program Computer Applications plus Mathematics this year 502.59. Last year it was 553.71 in the round 3. For BSc Honours Computer Science 486.56 this year. Last year it was 524.83. For BSc Honours Mathematics, now the cutoffs have dropped again significantly. 402.02 this year. Last year it was 436.3. BSc Honours Stats 529.29 this year. Last year it was 557.55 in the round 3. For BA Honours Punjabi 222.87 this year. Last year it was 384.46 in the round 3. BA Honours Sanskrit 149.76 this year. Last year it was 244.98. BA Honours Hindi 131.28 this year. Last year it was 150.48. So I hope this was informative for you. You can have an idea of what to expect in your round 3 DU cutoffs. So if you're having any confusion in the whole counselling process, because it's a very complex process, you can text us DU on this number on WhatsApp 8130376334 and our team of counsellors will reach out to you. They'll help you end to end. Also, this series of information is presented by Amity University, which is one of the leading universities in India and among the top 3% universities globally. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the next one.